Hey everyone, it's me, Ice Cat again. It's been 4 months since my last video, so I thought I'd make this little update video. Well, it's not going to be a little one, probably, because there's a reason I'm making it. But I've been doing okay these last few months. I've been off antipsychotic injection medication now about 8 or 9 months, I think. And I've been doing okay, but because I'm technically still on CTO, they still call me in sometimes to the mental health centre to speak with a psychiatrist. I had that meeting this morning, actually. I had one. It's another new psychiatrist, so like, as people are saying, this cliche of these revolving door psychiatrists in places. It's kind of what I've been seeing as well. Another new one. The old one was actually, I was quite warming to the old one. He let me off the injections. He didn't enforce the injections on me. And he's saying, okay, let's, go ahead without the injections. We'll see how you do. So I was beginning to think, oh, actually, he's all right. But this new guy I saw today, even though I've been off injections now like 8 months. And I haven't been in any trouble since I last got put into the hospital, which wasn't even my fault. There was no reason for me to be sent to a hospital and put on a CTO, which the fucking psychiatric woman put me on. But yeah, I haven't been in any trouble for like 2 years, basically. Almost. And this new psychiatrist said, well, you're still on CTO. CTO means, we should enforce medication. He basically said people on CTO should have medication enforced. I'm sorry, he said he wants to put me back on medication. He even mentioned, he said, well, it doesn't need to be injections. What about pills? And he said, clozapine. I want to put you, he said, have you tried clozapine? Maybe you should take clozapine. And you probably, I don't know if you're into it, if you know about this stuff or not. If you're watching my channel, watching my videos, I'm not sure what kind of viewer you are, but clozapine, in case you don't know, is a very powerful, harmful antipsychotic pill. It doesn't come in injection, it comes in pills, but it's very powerful and it's very harmful. I mean, some people say it's like it. Some people, it messes with your blood. You have to get blood checks when you're on clozapine. It can be damaging to your blood. But some people say, oh, actually, the effects of clozapine is not as bad as other antipsychotics. But I'm not really, don't want to hear anything like that. Clozapine is, I told him, no, I don't want to take clozapine. I don't want to take any more medications. He said, you're not on any medications. You're not even on any medications for depression. I said, no, I've been fine. I'm off medications now, like 8-9 months. I've been fine. And he wants to put me back on them. I took Prozac, I took fucking Cymbalta, I took all those horrible antipsychotic injections, and he wants to put me back on them again. He says, well, it says here you're going to be on CTO until June. I said, okay. And he said, well, in June maybe we'll take you off it. So okay, but you're still on CTO, so really you should be taking medications. That's how ridiculous it is. That stereotype is so true. These psychiatrists, especially here, I don't know if it's worse here or what, but they really want to enforce and push these poisonous medications on people. It really is awful. And it's funny, it's like the one guy on YouTube the biggest guy on YouTube that's speaking up against it. He's an Australian guy called Dr. Joseph, but he's from America. He lives in America and he operates from America. And it's really good what he's doing. His channel is really amazing. Of course, I've subbed to it and I watch a lot of his videos. When I was like really messed up on medication, I used to watch his channel all the time. And I still watch it quite a lot from time to time, quite often. Very good channel, very good videos. But I wish there was a guy from Australia. I've heard it's very bad in Australia. There's a guy I used to watch, an Australian guy called, his name was like Lycan Dingo. And the guy hasn't made a video in I I think like 4 or 5 years or even more. I hope he's okay, but he was forced the injections in Australia. Poor guy. I listened to his story. I hope he's okay. Yeah, the guy hasn't made a video in like 5 years. So I hope he's okay. Maybe he's not, you know. That's what people... And no one's talking about this stuff. This is like really massive issue. The mental health system is so messed up in our countries. We desperately need revolution. And no one's talking about it. I told the psychiatrist, it was Dr. Matloob from Lakeside Hospital that put me on CTO, forced CTO and forced the medication. And she wouldn't even let me leave the hospital without forcing the injection on me. She said, if you don't take your injection, you're basically imprisoned here in this hospital. I'm putting you on CTO. I mean, I told the psychiatrist I should really sue her. I should attack her legally. People need to talk. I don't know who I can talk to about this. Even though I'm not being forced medication anymore, I still feel so strongly about it. My mother was there as well, but I don't know, she's not that good at communicating. But she was just basically saying no more medication. The psychiatrist said, look, I'm going to talk to your care coordinator about it and we'll make the decision. We're going to decide if we're going to enforce medication on you or not. I mean, how messed up, you know. I said, okay. But if they're trying to enforce medication on me again, I don't think I'm going to take it. So I don't know what's going to happen to me. Maybe they're going to send people to my door and freaking ship me off to hospital again and basically imprison me and hold me down and inject me in hospital. I don't know what they're going to do, but it's so awful. Just put the fear in me, you know. What a horrible system we're living in. It's fucking hellish. It really is. I even told him, there was a story last year. You can look this up. It happened here in UK. I believe here in London. It was this black guy. Actually, they put his picture up in the newspaper. He was an athlete, this guy. He had... they said he had schizophrenia, which is what they say that I've got. Which I told him, I don't have schizophrenia. It's probably just... Basically, I have mine. Teachers said people said I probably had autism. It's probably just my little bits of autism. And as I'm getting older, not happening anymore. The guy said, well, it doesn't work that way, the psychiatrist said. So the psychiatrist said, I told him, look, I've taken so many antipsychotics in my life. You've got the records there. I took fucking olanzapine when I was in my 20s. I've been injected. I took risperidone for a long time. It's enough now. I didn't even go psychotic 2 years ago. I just acted a bit strangely. I've never harmed anyone. You're forcing all this powerful antipsychotic medication on me for no reason. The guy's got an incentive or something. This guy, I don't know what the reason is. There must be some incentive. The guy these psychiatrists here are being pushed to force their medication on people. How utterly wrong. Are they getting money? Who knows? I think Dr. Joseph said they're getting money. And I think there's been reports they're getting money. I don't know what country. Was it in Canada, I think? Some woman spoke up about it. It was from aripiprazole. The company that made aripiprazole gave them a large amount of money. Was that in a story in Canada, I think? But the whole system needs revolution. It's poison. They're killing people. I told him, you're killing people. Dr. Matloob is killing people and throwing out these CTOs and forcing medication, forcing injections. It's killing people. There's a story, like I said, the black guy last year, they pinned him down in a hospital against his will. They injected him with antipsychotic injection and the guy died. You can look this up. I forgot his name, but just look up man killed by injection in psychiatric hospital, London, UK. I'm sure it will come up on Google. These stories are just awful and something needs to be done, and that's a big reason why I'm making these videos. Someone needs to talk about it. Apart from that, don't know if I told you, because I was doing okay. This has just riled me up today. It really has. It didn't help that afterwards, me and my mother, we wanted to go to this place. This is a separate thing, but I was actually barred from this place. You get food and drink from this place. I was banned there like 10 years ago. I didn't even do anything that badly. I was just acting a bit strangely. I think I was having a minor episode, which 10 years ago, so I was quite a young man 10 years ago. So it's kind of understandable. I was a bit fucked up back then. And I did take medication, but as I said, I never harmed anyone. I never assaulted anyone, and I never really acted inappropriately. I was just a bit strange. I started talking to strangers and things like that. But anyway, they banned me, and it's like my mum said, "Oh no, it's been a long time. We find no one's going to say anything." I said, "Oh, okay, if you want to try," but the woman in there says, "Oh no, you're still banned." So that ban lasts a lifetime. People are cruel, you know. But that's a separate thing. I just thought I'd throw that in there. But that's nothing in comparison. I don't mind being banned from that place. It's fine. It's just there's loads of places around here for me to go. But that's nothing compared to what's going on in psychiatry. As I said before, I've been doing okay. I was last year, towards the end of last year, I said I was studying in college to become a mental health nurse, because I am very interested in the mental health system. But actually I found that too hard. I had to drop out in December. Really, I liked, being honest, the injections that I took for a year, the medications, that year of hell I call it, that has done permanent damage to me. I suffer now from chronic fatigue. It's got better and it's getting better, but like 9 months after my last injection, and I'm still recovering. I mean, that just tells you how fucked. It's basically permanent damage. I do still suffer from chronic fatigue sometimes. My sleep is it's slowly been getting better, but it's still, I'm not sure if it'll ever be proper ever again. My sleep is kind of messed up, but it's alright. I think my sleep is okay now. Like, I've been getting good sleep this last few months, I guess. It's kind of up and down. But chronic fatigue, I still suffer from a little bit of akathisia. Even that, it's getting better, but like 9 months later, it's getting better like 9 months later. Jesus, how fucked up, man. And then I got frozen shoulder tendonitis. The doctor said it was for no reason. Again, body was weakened. I pretty much think what it was, the injections, what they did is they aged me prematurely. Because the injections do permanent damage, sure, but if you're young, like when I was young, I took lots of antipsychotic pills like olanzapine and risperidone, and yes, they did fuck me up. I had to stop them, but I felt I got better. I recovered from them. That's probably because I was young. Even then, I'm not sure if I fully recovered. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I was never back to 100% after taking all that olanzapine and risperidone. Probably did do some permanent damage, which, you know, I can't really vocalize, but it probably did. Anyway, so I had to stop that mental health, had to drop out, and instead I'm looking back into volunteering, doing something called befriending volunteering around here, which is you kind of like, it's almost like social work. You help isolated people in mental health. I haven't started that yet. I had to do a load of training, and they're still doing background check on me. Hopefully I'll start that soon. I was going to wait until I started that to do this next vlog, but hopefully they'll start that soon, and I can do that basically, because obviously I need to do something. I don't think working a proper job is for me these days, unfortunately. I wanted to become a mental health nurse, but to be honest, I don't think I would have been capable of that. I do volunteering. There was I ran into a guy I used to know. This guy is on clozapine. This guy, I had no idea. To me, he seemed like a normal guy, but he said no. He says, look, he said I have schizophrenia. You know, I take aripiprazole in the morning and clozapine at night. And he says it takes a mood stabilizer. Well, I think it said Depakote, something called Depakote, which is kind of what they wanted to force on me, by the way. They wanted to force, not Depakote, but the other one, lamotrigine, on me. I just love pushing these meds on people. Jesus. Anyway, this guy's a nice guy. He is taking it. He says he needs it, so I don't oppose that. Guys that willingly want the meds, sure, that's fine, you know. when the guys that don't want it get it forced on them, that's the problem. But that's something else. He said, oh, there's another place you can volunteer. It's like a kind of a soup kitchen place, but it helps people in need. Not just like with food and stuff, it helps with like driving, actually, things like that, and looking for jobs and things on the training, I think, like that, and looking for work. And that's kind of near where I live, so I've looked into that as well. I've applied for that. Maybe I'll do that. But what's really interested me is the befriending volunteering. I'll hopefully start that soon. That'll be good to keep me occupied at some points in a week. Like I said, I've slightly gone back. I can do other things like that. I have been improving these last few months. I can start doing my Sunday hikes again with a hiking group. Started that again. That's good. I'm walking more. Even though I do suffer from fatigue, my stamina has been growing slightly. I've been able to walk more. I've started to slowly lift weights again, even with the injury, the arm injury that happened for no reason. The injections. What I think is they aged me prematurely, and that's why I got a lot of these problems. Because as I said in my previous videos, when I was taking the paliperidone and aripiprazole injections, which I took those injections for about 8 or 9 or 10 months, I couldn't sleep properly. I went like 10 months not sleeping properly. Like 4 or 5 hours sleep a night. I mean, that's really going to fuck you up long term. That's really going to fuck you up properly as a 40-year-old man. I think that's what did damage to me. The lack of sleep, the insomnia. I've read so many horror stories of insomnia on Reddit, man. Guys on like medication, a lot of them say they fucked up their sleep. But yeah, that's probably what fucked me up. I mean, 10 months of not sleeping properly. It's any wonder I aged prematurely, you know. I hope I can still make a recovery. Gotta wait and see. The psychiatrist and my care coordinator said, okay, we'll be in touch with our decision. But who knows? Imagine the horror, the real life true horror story that no one's speaking up about except for me and a few other guys, I guess. If they put me back on forced antipsychotic medication, is me living my life normally, unfairly put on CTO, unfairly put on forced injections for a year, antipsychotic injections for 1 whole year, forcing it on me, not bothering anyone, trying to survive, fucking was suicidal, and now possibly they're going to force it on me again. It's really horrible, terrible, absolutely horrible situation that this is, that needs to be spoken up about. Needs to be journalists writing about this. But yeah, I'll be back and I'll let you guys know how I'm doing, what happened in like maybe, I don't know, maybe a month or so, I guess. Hope you guys doing well out there. See you later.